Let's continue with the lesson for Unit 4, Day 36, Locke's View, with the independent work section of the lesson. Now you will read a short excerpt from Two Treatises on Government, the book in which Locke develops his ideas about the natural rights, the social contract, and the foundations of law and government. As you heard in the video, this transfer of power is commonly called the social contract. The social contract, a concept that has been used by many political philosophers throughout history, is the agreement by people to give up some of their rights in exchange for the stability and security offered by the state. Hobbes claimed that the covenant, his word for the social contract, is the first step in the transformation of human society from the state of nature into a political state. According to Hobbes, when people enter into the covenant, they transfer power to a sovereign. However, Locke sees the state of nature differently. Instead of writing about the danger and chaos of the state of nature, Locke focuses instead on the natural rights and privileges that humans are born with and their power to protect their life, liberty, and estate. For Locke, the protection of these rights is the reason why people form social contracts and governments, and is the foundation of what he calls political society. After you read the excerpt from Two Treatises of Government, respond to the prompts in the slides that follow. As you prepare to read this excerpt, make sure to take note of the italicized background information at the top and the glossary defining key words and phrases on the right. Respond to the questions below based on your reading of the excerpt from Two Treatises of Government by John Locke. Locke writes that man is born with a title to perfect freedom and an uncontrolled enjoyment of all the rights and privileges of the law of nature. Do you agree that someone is born with freedom, rights, and privileges? What do you think when you see that Locke uses the word man instead of person when making this statement? Locke argues that in order to preserve natural rights to life, liberty, and estate, people must create a state with the power to preserve the property and punish the offenses. Then the community comes to be empire and have a common established law. For Locke, those who would not agree to this social contract are still in the state of nature. Are you persuaded that rights and property are protected by having shared laws? What groups of people might prefer to defend their own rights and property without a state and its laws? You may wish to take this time to write your responses for the Check for Understanding in the blue spaces provided.